Let's get it started.
Warmer temperatures are on the way, so take your bare front door, put in some decor, and march into spring with easy ways to jazz up your entryway beyond the standard wreath.
That's right, designer Cara Massie is here to show us different ways we can decorate. I was almost tempted to hide behind this and kind of like, hello?
Just pop right out.
Just pop right out and say, hi, let's get started for this Tuesday. So let's start popular florals for our front door. Of course, like we were talking, the wreath is always trendy and in. What are we doing today with the popular florals?
Absolutely. So a wreath is a very classic, traditional way to dress up your door. I brought another example this morning, which is a spring front door basket, which is just fun. It's just a lot of fun.
Was this what we did? We shot like last year up at a house in Smithville, and we did something similar to this, I think.
We did a version.
It was a version of that, except maybe we used a little bit different flowers in it.
We had some different florals that met the needs of that front porch design, but when we're talking about flowers that will look really great for the spring season, then we're really talking about anything in the pinks, greens, blues, and whites. So peonies is always a safe choice, right? They're really gorgeous. You can't go wrong with a classic blue hydrangea. And then these beautiful little guys are called ranunculus.
Ranunculus.
Yes, ranunculus.
Sounds like something I should say if I'm like, that's ranunculus.
It's ranunculus. There you go. Exactly. But they almost look like a miniature rose.
Yeah, it's
really
very pretty.
Really pretty.
Any kind of just tips for hanging stuff on the front door? I know there's so many different brackets and different ways to hang it. What's the best way we should approach that?
The key idea is to make sure that your arrangement is hanging at roughly eye level.
Okay.
So a standard front door bill is 80 inches tall.
All right.
So when we're looking at a standard wreath holder, a lot of people will use a wreath holder. They're usually about 13 inches tall.
There's some math coming here.
We've got a little math happening right here, right? But we're roughly 13 inches. So on an 80-inch door, that'll put it roughly at eye level.
Eye level, okay.
But if you've got a really tall, oversized, grand
Those
door,
grand entrances,
then this doesn't work. Then your arrangement is hanging way too high. So we need to look at some other solutions. So I've got a couple of suggestions for you. I love just a easy to use 3M hook.
Okay.
Just the peel and stick.
The peel and stick,
That's
double
right.
stick tape or whatever it is.
3M hook.
Okay.
Yes. And that guy in your hand
hook?
is a suction cup. And I brought a suction cup because here's your wreath PSA.
Okay.
Wreaths go on the outside of storm doors.
Oh, do they?
On the outside of storm doors, right? So we will see sometimes that people will put them on their actual front door, and then that storm door closes and it's just smashed. And there goes your beautiful design
And if you
work.
put your glass in there and you get some sunshine in it, it'll cook your wreath and then it'll crumble all over your front door.
And you're just done.
I learned that one from experience,
You're
but
just done.
yeah, you're just done. Well, let's talk about protecting our wreath. We put all this work in designing it and to creating it and hanging it. How do we protect it from the weather?
Sure, great question. Because again, wreaths are intended as outdoor decor in the application that we're talking about, first and foremost, make sure that you are picking a great artificial floral.
Okay.
And then my top tip for that is to use a product like this.
What is
this?
this?
Is called Super Surface Sealer.
Okay.
It's your Tuesday tongue twister, right?
Super Surface Sealer.
Super Surface Sealer. And this is just a clear protectant spray. You spray it on just like spray paint or hairspray. It's just an aerosol product, but it will give your outdoor florals a little bit of UV protection and some protection from the humidity.
Oh, cool. So it'll keep the color a little bit longer
It'll
and
keep
it'll
the
keep
color.
the texture and everything.
It'll keep your ribbon in great condition.
Oh, so not only just spray the florals,
the
but spray everything.
entire piece,
Oh.
yes, for a little bit of seasonal protection.
Is that designed for that, or is that just something you found works? It's a good application for this
This is
too?
a floral design tool. You can find this, I've got an Amazon storefront where I've linked all of my favorite floral design tools, and this is in there.
Okay, awesome. We also know there's a couple other spots you got on these DIYs. Where else are you going to be at here in the next coming weeks so we can talk about
I do. I've got 2 upcoming workshops, a virtual workshop where I'll be designing this beautiful piece, and then I've got a live in-person workshop where we will be creating these spring front door baskets together. And you'll find all the information on my website at caramassiedesign.com.
Big fan of the flower basket on the front door. I think it looks very cool and very
really welcoming.
Dare I say chic? Is it chic?
Can be chic.
I just wanted to say chic.